Hello everyone, and welcome back to Peak Speak, the channel where we shine a light on police misconduct, defend civil rights, and hold public officials accountable. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest breakdowns and investigations.
How you doing today?
All right. Do you have any ID on you? Getting calls of suspicious people again, so
Would that
I know
be
you're over there by the library, so...
Would that be a misdemeanor or a felony?
What?
Suspicion.
Well, you're...
Because according to 34285,
right,
3.5, I'm not.
Now you're on private property, though.
No, this is a sidewalk.
But you were over here earlier.
No, I was not.
Okay, that's what they're...
The camera doesn't lie.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Are you going to let me see your camera?
So according to this...
Are you going to let me see your camera?
No.
Okay, so I don't know.
I mean,
against theirs, right?
Not unless you're going to arrest me for something.
You have your ID on you?
This code right here, specifically, yes. Huh?
What
It's 35285.3.5,
Right.
failure to ID. It only says I have to ID if I'm being charged with a crime. Do you suspect me of a crime?
Yeah, trespassing.
I need, what's your reasonable articulable suspicion?
ID?
What is your reasonable
I'm asking you for
articulable
ID.
suspicion?
I'm asking you for ID.
What is your reasonable articulable
Because I asked
suspicion?
you.
I'm not under any requirement.
All right, guys, we're diving straight into a confrontation that erupts the moment one officer decides his badge gives him the power to rewrite the law. From the very first second, you can feel the tension as a calm citizen is confronted, accused, and pressured over nothing more than a camera and a sidewalk. This is where the story begins. A simple walk turns into an interrogation fueled by ego. The officer demands identification without grounds, twisting code numbers as if the citizen won't know the difference. But today isn't that kind of day. Today, someone stands their ground. And the moment he invokes his rights, you can almost hear the officer's confidence crack. That's where the real documentary starts.
What's that?
That's my Fifth Amendment right.
What's that got to do with
I'm
it?
invoking it to remain silent. I'm not going to waive it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to speak to you without my lawyer at this point.
Well, you want to call him?
I don't answer questions.
See, now you don't want to talk to him. I'm going to read this, okay? You want to go...
What's your badge number, sir?
Property?
What's your badge number, sir?
3900.
You've been very professional. Thank you.
I know. See, like I said, the complaint we had was using video in cars in here.
What's your name, sir?
Where?
What's your badge number?
6671.
Are you ILEA certified?
Yes.
So you would know about asking for ID.
Questions. You don't want to answer mine,
You're a
I'm not
public
gonna answer
servant.
yours.
You have to.
No.
You're under an obligation. You're a public servant.
No, you can talk
Public
to my
servant.
chief.
Bring him down here. I'd love
No,
to.
you can talk to him.
Okay, I'll go there next.
Stop in it right down the road.
Yeah, I'm not going to go in the building, but if he wants to come outside, that'd be great.
That's a public building. You can't go to the lobby. Is fine.
Well, this is a public building. I mean,
But it's also private property.
it uses government resources.
But it's
So,
also
but
private
if they said I'm over here, this is still public access. You realize that?
As the pressure builds, the citizen pushes back with precision. Quoting the exact statute the officer hopes he doesn't understand. The demand for ID collapses when he asks the one question officers hate. What crime do you suspect me of? Suddenly, the officer dodges, stumbles, and tries to redirect. You can feel his frustration as he insists on answers he isn't entitled to. When the citizen invokes the Fifth Amendment, the officer's expression shifts from authority to confusion. He tries again, probing for something, anything, that gives him power. But every attempt is shut down and the officer's irritation becomes unmistakable. This is the part where the imbalance of power begins to swing the other way.
Private property.
Look, handicaps. Nobody's come out here and said that, and I have to be given the right to leave. Nobody's come out here and asked me to leave. If you're going to say for trespassing, if you're going to say trespassing, I have to be given the right to leave. Nobody's asked me to leave.
Well, when I was talking to you earlier,
Yes, sir.
it was a little unusual because we don't have someone walk around video to, so just out of the ordinary. Why I was down there earlier, so I haven't been in to talk with them there, but it could be that they're a little bit afraid to come out because you never know these days what'll happen.
What do you mean what'll happen? I have a Nikon, not a Canon.
I understand, but
I mean,
but I'm just saying, how they you know, people doing things nowadays. You don't know if somebody's got a weapon on them, if they're gonna. If they're,
No, I'm totally unarmed.
Okay.
I mean, I'll give you that. I mean,
Attack.
I have no weapons on me whatsoever.
You know, because sometimes people do a lot of research, you know, before they. That's why.
This is Division of Family Resources, not to mention the WIC building.
Oh,
This is all.
Now a second officer steps in, attempting to be the reasonable one, but still fishing for ID under the guise of safety. He claims they need to verify the man isn't a criminal, as if filming in public is a threat. The citizen fires back with logic that cuts through the excuses. Uniforms don't erase misconduct, and badges don't exempt anyone from accountability. Their tone shifts, their questions stumble, and their certainty erodes. They're grasping at anything to justify detaining him, but the law simply isn't on their side. This is where you see the officers' strategy collapse. They can't explain what crime exists, yet they refuse to back down. It becomes a stare-down of reason versus authority.
This is a government entity. If they rent space out of here and they have a public parking area, it's public.
Well, it's public access.
Yeah, public access, which means I have a right to be on it if I need to be on it. If I want to walk through here and walk around and do the horseshoe, that's fine. That's my business to be on here to see if the WIC office is maintaining their property.
Okay.
If the taxpayer dollars is getting the trash out of here, making sure it's not. I mean, there's not enough parking. Everybody's parking on the streets. Everybody's parking where they're not supposed to be parking. So if I wanted to walk through here and count all the parking spaces, nobody can tell me no. I have business on the property if I was even on the property, which I was not.
You stayed on the sidewalk?
Other than when a guy was walking with his child, I entered the public easement area over on this side.
There, yeah. Okay.
Yes. I've never where you're standing.
Right. I know, but you understand.
Over on this side.
There, yeah. Okay.
Yes. I've never where you're standing.
Right. I know, but you understand, he just asked you for ID just to know who you are, so we know you're not a convicted felon, criminal, anybody that would have bad intentions.
Well, I mean, how do I know you're not?
Well, because I am in uniform.
Well, that doesn't mean you don't have any internal affairs, investigations upon you or him for criminal activity.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we wouldn't be working the street if we had criminal activity suspicion.
I have no idea. I don't know what your policies are.
Okay. I know you say you're not from around here, so. So you from Indiana?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I mean.
The officers then pivot to a new argument, claiming the area is private property. But the citizen dismantles that claim too, pointing out the government offices, public access, and taxpayer-funded space they're standing on. You can hear the irritation in their responses as he exposes every contradiction. He explains why he's filming, why he's allowed there, and how public easements work. The officers look for any angle, trespassing, suspicious behavior, anything, but none of their claims hold. The citizen remains calm, confident, and unshaken. Meanwhile, the officers scramble, realizing the law they tried to bend is snapping back at them. This is the moment when the power dynamic completely flips.
It's just, what I'm saying is we would be gone already. Just show an ID, you're legit, everything's cool, we're out of here.
But I haven't broken a law.
I understand, but that's what the way the call came in about being in it.
But where's the proof?
We'll figure that out, don't worry.
I'll say, where's the proof?
I understand that's what he was checking.
Okay. Am I being detained?
I believe so.
So I'm free to go.
I mean, he's got your card there.
Well, I've got a dozen more.
Do you?
I just need that one because it has his fingerprints on it.
Okay. Sure.
Or he can have it, whichever I determine.
Yeah, it's your card, so.
But I'm not being detained.
I'm not detaining you now.
Is he detaining me?
He didn't say he was, so. It's kind of.
And the other guy, where's the red vehicle? The fire commissioner. You just guys allow him to park all over the sidewalk whenever he, kind of like this guy, to block the sidewalk. I noticed down there at the fire station, him and another vehicle block.
The red one?
Yeah, they block. I mean, I'm handicapped, so they block the pedestrian throughway so that way citizens have to walk in the street.
I've seen that. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, not only that, but this guy did it too when he pulled up to go talk to him. Oh, you even got that on foot.
As their irritation mounts, the officers keep circling back to the same demands, clinging to the hope that repetition alone will wear him down, insisting that handing over an ID would somehow make everything easier, while the citizen stays firmly rooted in the simple legal truth that without a crime, he is obligated to provide nothing. He calmly reiterates that detainment requires reasonable suspicion, something they cannot define, won't articulate, and seemingly never had. Yet they persist in claiming they're merely checking things out, framing the encounter as casual, even as they physically prevent him from leaving. You can practically hear the strain in their voices as they struggle to maintain a sense of control, each passing second peeling back another layer of their lack of justification and exposing just how flimsy their authority is in this moment. What the officers hoped would be a routine show of dominance has instead turned into an unexpected legal masterclass delivered by a citizen who refuses to surrender his rights.
This guy, the canine unit.
Okay.
Yeah, pulled in sideways, backed
I don't
in.
know who started that down there. Gosh, that's been ever since I've been here. The fire chief has always pulled. I don't know why they like to park in that front.
So they're exempt from the law.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is there's not. It's a whole driveway out. The sidewalk's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's
like
tapered.
this.
Yeah, it's tapered. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But it's still a pedestrian throughway because there's no garage door in the way.
Not in front of it. Right. Not in front of it.
Right. Thank you, sir. Am I being detained?
We're just waiting to see if they want you no trespass.
So
If
am
they
I being
say
detained?
You are till they tell us.
What
that you
crime
no
do you
trespass.
suspect me of committing?
What did I just tell you?
I'd like your supervisor out here. Call a supervisor because you're illegally detaining me. You cannot show me. You cannot show me what I'm doing wrong. Are you illegally
find you.
detaining me?
We'll find you.
I'm in
Am I holding you?
I'm a bright freaking vest. Of course you're going to find
Am I
me.
holding you?
I'm asking if I'm being detained.
Am I holding you?
Am I being detained?
Am I detaining you?
Am I being detained?
Am I detaining
Or am I free to go?
you? Bye.
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay, right?
Bye. On the sidewalk. Right.
I've always been on the sidewalk
Okay.
or the public easement.
How long is your battery good for?
Considering I have several battery backups, about 18 hours.
As the exchange drags further along, the officers start looping through the same tired lines. An unmistakable sign that they've run out of solid arguments and are now just trying to maintain control of a situation slipping through their fingers. The citizen presses them on every inconsistency, from unlawfully blocking public sidewalks to disregarding the very statutes they claim to uphold. And each challenge lands with increasing force, exposing layers of double standards they clearly hoped would remain unnoticed. Their attempts to defend their conduct grow weaker and more tangled, crumbling under the weight of basic logic and straightforward questions. Yet they still refuse to acknowledge that he is free to go. In that refusal, their authority begins to visibly erode, turning what started as a confident show of dominance into a slow, awkward unraveling that leaves them with no graceful exit. Cornered by their own contradictions, they find themselves stuck in a position where the only real way out would require admitting they were wrong from the start, something they're clearly unwilling to do.
At least you got a nice day.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh?
I said, excuse me, I don't want to walk between you guys and get shot or tased.
Oh, well, I guarantee
I'm gonna go
we're
that
not gonna
way.
Shoot at each other with you walking between
Well,
us.
I just want to make sure I'm giving you notice because I want to see if there's any emergency lights on.
Plenty path there. Emergency lights,
Yeah, I mean, he's well. A lot of times the officers, no lights in the front, emergency lights in the rear. He doesn't have any emergency lights. He's parked in a no parking area. I just want to see.
No parking sign?
You tell me.
See a no parking sign.
Okay.
As the interaction drags on, the officers slip visibly into stall mode, insisting they're simply waiting to hear whether the property owner wants him trespassed, clinging to this thin excuse as a last-ditch effort to justify keeping him there. The citizen, unwavering, repeats the same crucial question. Am I being detained? And their persistent refusal to answer lays the entire situation bare, revealing that they're holding him without any legitimate basis while hoping some retroactive justification conveniently appears. When the officers finally concede that the property owners don't want him on the lot, he calmly reminds them that he was never on the property in the first place, causing their already fragile narrative to crumble completely. And as he gets ready to leave, he delivers a final series of firm warnings. Don't shoot, don't tase, don't misuse your authority, each statement a reminder of the power imbalance on display. The officers offer no rebuttal, no defense, no acknowledgement at all. In the end, their silence speaks louder and more honestly than any badge ever could.
I do see him blocking the driveway though. The entry.
Where?
Right there on the curve. If I was parked there, I'd get a ticket. But I don't see the emergency.
Okay. All right. Well, they don't want you on their property, so as long as you stay off the property.
Well, don't shoot anybody, don't tase anybody, don't stick your dog, and don't beat your wife either.
Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
You are clear not to go on property, correct?
You are clear. Don't beat your wife today. Don't beat your wife. Don't smoke crack. I mean, you understand those things, right? Don't drink and drive.
As the encounter finally comes to a close, the documentary smoothly widens its lens to reveal a larger and more troubling reality. How many officers fully understand the law, yet still choose to disregard it when it suits their purposes? And how many lean on intimidation or authority-driven pressure instead of actual legal justification? This single incident highlights a well-worn pattern: officers insisting on identification without reasonable suspicion, manipulating the distinctions between private and public property, and testing the limits of their authority simply to see how far they can push an uninformed citizen. It underscores the essential need for people to know their rights, to recognize when those rights are being bent or ignored, and to remain steady and confident when confronted with unlawful demands. Because if one individual armed with nothing more than a camera can reveal this much misconduct, imagine the impact a fully informed and empowered public could have. That is precisely why awareness matters. Keep filming, keep asking questions, and never stop insisting that those in power remain accountable.